leave 2 blots inside against a really strong board. And it didn't work. But Mochi, with like 3 seconds to go, had to figure it out. I guess it turned out to be the right play.
I didn't hear.
I was with David Wells, and David said he's pretty sure it was the right play. So if Mochi and David liked it, it must be right. But with 3 seconds to go, it's one of the toughest plays in backgammon, and just Mochi attacked it.
Yeah. Now our other,
Yeah, go ahead.
excuse me, Phil. The other 2 quarterfinals, which aren't being streamed, are. Oh, now I'm going to put myself in a bind. Oliver Squire versus Jill Davidovich from Israel, and a guy named Yuda from
Japan.
No, he's Turk.
Oh,
Yuda
that's
versus Andreas Grosch from
Uh-huh.
Germany. So, but these 2 matches are on the same side of the bracket. So these 2 winners will play in the semifinal.
That's right. And on the other side, you got to favor Oliver Squire. He's been beating everybody and posting incredible PRs. But if I were to pick the favorites in the tournament, these 2 got to be really way up there. Of course, Zdenek's just on a streak that's unbelievable.
I should have taken a picture and didn't, but last year they paid 4 in this event. This year they're only paying 2. So first prize is like $76,000 or something like that. I'll at one of the breaks we'll check on that.
I would have been hedging on the first round. And by the way, that does happen. People do hedge, and they do allow that in backgammon. I think in the World Series of Poker they say you can't do it, but they can't stop them. So I think it happens there too.
Okay, both off to some decent. Phipps has a little better structure. ZZ had a set of 4s, which gave him the 2-point and the 4-point.
So he came in with the 1. He's playing really big with the 4, but he's duplicating the aces. I think I would have been a chicken and come off the 18.
Yeah, and he couldn't really split against that.
Oh no,
that board. So it was between coming off the 18 and dropping to the.
This is a very big play, I think, that he made. And I'm sure because it duped 1s was the overriding factor. For those of you who aren't real experts,
I can't hear you.
For those of you who aren't real experts, duplicating your opponent's rolls and unduplicating your own is a big part of checker play theory. Oh, he got the 1. He got the 1. And I think you got to hit that one because you just leave too many shots, and the 8-point has value. So he's looking to see where his 4 would be, and he would have to come down, I would think. I don't know why he would take so long. To me, it seems so obvious that you wouldn't hit off the 7-point. But it must not be obvious. Zdenek is just an incredible talent. I'm sure he's going to get it right. His PRs have been unbelievable in the UBC and in high roller events. I think he's consistently playing under 3 and often playing under 2 PR. So, the 3-1, you don't like coming in on the 1. And I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I think you come in on the 3 and pray you can make a higher anchor. No, he's coming in on the ace and coming down. Again, it duplicates 1s. I like leaving the checker on the 18 point because he'd like to make that point. He's going to get hit there, though. That's it. All right. There's a lot of return shots here, and he needs one. That's not one of them.
Sorry.
Oh, this is a really a bad position for Phipps. You got to like ZZ's position right now. He's going to do.
And he's gotten the cube in play in my absence. I mean, this is 4 points waiting to happen here.
It sure looks like it, but Phipps has got some play if he can roll some 2s and 4s. He's leaving him a 4 because it duplicates the 4s. Double 4. Well, there's that 4. And look, he's eschewing the hit for getting off the ace.
Well, he's almost got to. I would think at some point you got to try to get some of those checkers out of there.
I'm hitting reflexively. And he is hitting.
Okay.
I guess he plays like Mochi. He makes his bad play first, looks at it, and then makes the right play.
Maybe so. You know, and you and I were talking about that yesterday. Mochi does that all the time.
Right. He fakes left and goes right. I had a basketball opponent that always did that. Earl of Pearl Monroe used to fake right and go right.
Okay, now here's an interesting option. You can hit, or you can make the bar, or
Wow.
you can hit and make the bar, or you can hit on the run.
Yeah, he needs to get those back checkers
Yeah,
moving. I really like this play.
I like that.
And if this works, he's got a hell of a game. It didn't work. He's going to anchor.
But now he's got an interesting choice too.
I think he's going to anchor. He could hit, but I think I see an anchor in his future. He has what we call a Swiss cheese board with holes in it.
Now, as y'all know, Phil and I like to do our commentaries on something of an interactive basis. So we have an iPad here in front of us. We can read the chat. So welcome to all the viewers. And if you have any questions, comments, critiques, suggestions, you want to have people wish you a happy birthday, whatever, just let us know. We're reading it.
Critiques? What's there to critique? Come
Well,
on.
I'm just
Wow.
fair and balanced, but I don't see. I'm with you. I don't see the need.
With all the time and effort and work and beautiful setup that you and Tara have done, what's there to critique? This is the best streaming in the history of backgammon by far, and you got 2 or 3 incredible commentators on the other stream.
Yeah, I mean it's
Who's there with Justin? Who's doing it with Justin?
Ryan Rebello.
Oh, Robello, he's great. Another really natural young talent. Okay. Again, while we were talking, Zdenek hit that checker instead of making the anchor. And that's the second play already that I disagree with Zdenek. Makes me wonder how in the world he got this far.
And how he won the UBC title.
How he won the UBC title, how he plays so well when he disagrees with me so much. Dice on checkers are no good here. They are not playing legal moves, although many of the top players tend to agree to legal moves because they like to record
Yeah,
the
players
matches.
can mutually agree to play legal moves or to play dice on checker for that scene.
They can do that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, well, we see Phipps has some counterplay. By the way, Phipps grabbed that double real quick, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but I'm saying that I was scared. I would have been scared to take that double. I might have taken it, but it looked like pretty scary to me.
He's kind of got into a pretty reasonable position here, particularly if he could hit that checker, which he didn't.
No.
Now he blocks
No, but
Blocks a couple of
This
numbers.
gets him off the gammon. He was in gammon. He was in gammon threat when he had all those checkers on
Okay,
the
but
ace.
he can't safety that, so he gets a 4 shot
Four
here.
is huge right here. This is a swing roll,
Boom.
and he got it. He got it. That was huge. And now we have a very huge roll here. Amazing how many big rolls there are, even this early in the match.
Okay, they're getting on you here, Phil. You never told your bracelet story yesterday. And
Right?
someone else says, does Phil have a poker bracelet? Or
No poker bracelets, but I do have a big group of bracelets, and I will tell the story as soon as we have a pause. I don't want to distract from the match. It's a cute story, and I'm really having fun with it. I mean, it does give me some extra attention, which I hate. I can't stand people paying attention.
Well,
to
now
me.
he's even getting gifted bracelets at a time. No,
Oh.
Hannah DeRose made one and gave you yesterday.
Yeah, I got it right here that Hannah gave me. You see that roll? 2-1? Oh my God. You really put him to sleep. Now, this is not a real easy one to bring home for ZZ because Phipps' board is so good. He can't just carefree slot points. I don't like that checker sitting on 2 points over there.
Yeah,
He
there,
fixed it. He
that's
fixed
correct.
it. See, this normally you just slot the open point to try to make it, but not when you have a nice prime against you on the other side. One of the biggest things beginners don't do is look at the other side of the board. They just look at their side. That's
this
I
is-
would make the 2. He's
Three.
the 3. I mean, he's far enough ahead in the race where he doesn't care if he gets out. And it sure makes it easier to bring home.
You know, this has been an interesting game. I mean, Z looked great early on, then it swung to Phipps' favor. Now it's back to Z. It's typical backgammon.
Yeah, I'm running. I don't see any future in staying.
Ooh,
Oh, he's staying, and quickly.
Well, he figures he's not going to get G'd either way. So he's going to...
I would have, because he could have easily gotten G'd if he was pointed on there, but I guess he figured he wasn't going to get hit loose because of his board. I'm sure he was right to stay. My instinct was to run right away, and I'm sure I'm wrong. Now you make the ace. If he gets G'd, I'm going to look really smart here, won't I? Of course, G's are about 4% here.
Well, you might seem smart, but you'll never look smart, okay?
When I look in the mirror, I see smart.
Well, you're forgetting the other 3 letters that typically go with that when you look in the mirror.
I think we can say ass online, can't we? I'm a smart ass. Okay, so I'm in Jamaica, which is a tournament that I help promote every year. It's an incredible tournament. We got tremendous players coming. But a couple of years ago, Nick Blazer was doing the commentary, and he shows up wearing 4 or 5 bracelets, which I thought was really gaudy and show off. And I criticized him for it, made fun of him. And the next day, I showed up with 9 bracelets or 10 bracelets on my wrist just to outdo him. So we laughed. It was just a joke. But then we go to lunch, and the waitresses loved my bracelets, and I gave them each one. And then we walked down the street in Ocho Rios, and some people stopped, and the little kids, a couple little cute little girls, I gave them a bracelet. So for the last 2-3 years, I've been wearing lots of bracelets, and anybody who says, oh, what cute bracelet or something like that, waiter or waitress, little girls or little kids on the train, I give them a bracelet. It just makes me feel so good.
I don't have a bracelet. I've not.
You can't have one. I give them to everybody I like, and and I let them pick whatever bracelet they want. And I probably have given away 200-300 bracelets on the train to strangers, and I'm having so much fun with it. I can't tell you.
You know, mentioning Nick, and somebody mentioned Nick here, and I guess he's kind of stepped away from the game a little bit. He's got a regular job, and he got married. He's got a expectant wife.
Yeah.
So I guess he's gone to the dark side of the regular world.
He's going absolutely the reverse of what I did. I went away from family and into backgammon. He went from backgammon to family. But Nick, if you're watching, we miss you. You're a wonderful commentator and a wonderful guy. He was one of our teachers at the Backgammon Learning Center and was really great. And by the way, he was one of my students for a long time. Very proud that
and now he's one of your teachers.
And now he's one. Well, not anymore. He's not doing anything.
No, I mean teaching you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got a bunch like that
over there. That's Bill's wife.
So Bill has lived in California, New York, just about everywhere. Now he's living in Vegas, right? Yeah,
Okay.
He's living in Vegas. He's got a cute wife, and he's having a lot of fun with his
Probably lives too close to Matt Congar.
Oh yeah, Matt Congeyer and Ronnie Rubin. They get together all the time, and Jim Pasco, and they're playing variations and having fun. They're playing my latest variation, which is I call it Future Gammon. It's just like any other backgammon game, except you get to see your opponent's next roll before you move. Now, try that sometime if you want to have a fun game of backgammon. That's my latest variation, and they're doing that a lot in Vegas. And of course, they're playing Pasco Gammon and Pineapple Bluff Gammon, and Kazuki, Bazuki. All right, where are we now?
Bill's contemplating trying to get back and even the match up here. He's well ahead in the race.
It's a little tough to clear that point on the 14 point. And so for that reason, I'm pretty sure it's a take. And that when you're sure it's a take, it's a little harder to give the cube.
And see, hardly lets it hit the board. Of course, he was pondering it, thinking about it himself while Bill was.
Mochi came up with a formula. If you're holding the 3 point and you have, and you're down by less than 23 pips, you almost always have a take. And this has some additional advantage of a shot vig from him trying to clear the 14 point. Now this is a very good roll. What's he thinking? You clear the back point, which he's doing. Oh,
What?
Oh, with the 2 blots inside.
That's smooth. I like that.
But he hasn't hit the clock.
He hasn't hit the clock.
I would, I didn't even contemplate that play. I guess I just think about bringing it home by just bringing the checkers all the way in. Why leave the shot? I wouldn't have done that.
I didn't look at that initially myself, but
This is my play.
Okay. I think the other one has some merit,
Yeah, but you know that saying, if you're up in the race.
Yeah, but you've also got him holding a 2-cube, and you'd like to win a gammon out of this. But
I don't see many gammons here. I only play for the win in these kinds of positions. If you get a gammon, you really slopped into it. You're a mean person to even be thinking about that, Bill.
Hey, ZZ, I take every edge I can get,
It certainly is an interesting play, and he looked at it right away. Would have taken me about a month to find it. He's doing it.
Okay.
He might not roll a 2, and even if he rolls a 2, what happens? You're in pretty good shape. It sure is easier to bring it home, though, now that you've filled the hole in your board. That has real value also. So barring anything really unusual happening here, it's very likely that Bill will win 2 points. This is not a real gammonish position, and he's not likely to lose unless he rolls, should I say it out loud, unless he rolls a 6-4. Some people say if you say it out loud, it makes it happen. In my chouette, when I do this, it drives 2 or 3 people nuts, which is why I do it all the time. I mean, if you can't hurt somebody, what's the point? Two off. When in doubt, take them out. I learned that from Matt Cohn-Geyer.
In almost every likelihood here, we're going to have a 2-2 match.
Right. They should play dice on checkers. It'll save time. My brother and I used to play for money. If the dice is on the floor, we played it as long as it was flat.
Anywhere.
We didn't want to waste time. On the floor, it was fine. We didn't care. Time is money. Why waste the time? So notice he's got nothing that leaves the shop at 6-3, and he's peeling more aggressively.
Okay, so
that's game.
That's ball game.
That's the ball game.
It's going to be 2-2. What is my opinion on touch moves and fill? Well, let's talk touch moves first. As much as I might like it, it's never going to happen. I don't think in backgammon. Just too many people are accustomed to shuffling checkers to look at the various options that are available to them. And
when they started the USBGF, I was the first rules chairman, and the first rule I came up with is that if you move the checkers, you must not put them against the edge. You must leave them out a little bit so you know which checker it is, or you cannot take it back. It's taken 20 years for people to start doing that, and they're still not completely doing it, but I think that would help a lot. In other words,
absolutely. I mean, there's so much. It's amazing how many people can't put the checkers back where they were originally.
Yeah.
And I've always said, and it's similar to your point, is if you look at multiple positions, go back to the original before you make the third.
Always, right.
Don't go from 2 to 3 to the 4th or whatever.
We actually saw Mochi do it the wrong way yesterday, which I didn't like at all. But by the way, I have another thing. When somebody makes an illegal move, even the most honest people, 90% of the time, it's in their favor. And it's not that they're cheaters. They just sort of want it to be there. So that's another reason that touch move is a problem, unless you play that rule about leaving it out to make sure you're moving the right checker. But these players have been playing this that way their whole life. It ain't going to change. All right, 2-2. This is very close, this game.
And what's kind of bad online backgammon, you play so much online, and you can look at different positions shuffling in effect like that without any concern about not getting back to the original position, and it just kind of exacerbates that problem of people wanting to shuffle checkers all the time.
That was an interesting 6-1. You really, which bar do you make? And I must tell you, I would have flipped a coin there. I had no clue which one was better. But I learned something from Joe Sylvester a long time ago: offense, offense, defense, defense. When you're in a defensive position, tend to make a defensive play, and that's exactly what Bill did with that 6-1. If he was in a more offensive position where he had fewer checkers back and was winning the race, then you'd make your own bar point. So that's pretty much in keeping with that theory, which I really like.
Nice double 4 to make the
Now you safety.
ace point. Put a second in the air and make the ace point. Well, can't safety everything, so now you got to
come down with the
choose where
3.
you want to leave it. You can play with 1 blot. You can play with 3 blots. You can,
Comes in with the 3. Okay. I would have come down with the 3. I guess he just doesn't want to strip that midpoint. I love these non-glare checkers. They really look good on the screen. Does he hit 2? You got him outboarded. You made your ace point. I'm hitting 2. I know you don't have a lot of covers, but I think this calls for a hitting game, and he agrees. He agrees.
deuces.
Very nice comeback roll for ZZ.
Stack, yeah. You know, it's interesting because ZZ typically is a great speed player. He likes to play fast, and we're seeing more of that today. We didn't see so much of it in the UBC stuff. You know, he was a little bit
He took more time?
a
Yeah.
little bit more deliberate.
Uh-huh. Well, it paid off. He played under 2 most of the time.
Right. But he likes to play fast, and he's very good at playing fast.
He's just such a natural talent. Double 1. About all you can do here.
Yeah, all the others are blocked.
Yeah, he was handcuffed there. That's a good hit. And
Now, Bill needs to get in at least one checker. Now,
I don't
I don't think he's quite there.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite there either, but I could be wrong. He's likely to cover. He
There
does
it
think it's
comes.
there.
Now, let's see how Bill responds to this.
One thing that makes you want to double is your opponent has made his ace point.
Exactly.
That always makes you a little happier about your
I
position.
mean, that's the worst three-point board. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wasn't quite sure about the double, and I used what I call reverse Woolsey's law. Kit gave me permission to put that name on it when I invented it. If I'm not sure it's a double, I always take. And I wasn't sure about that double, so I would have taken.
And Bill drops.
And Bill passed, so I'm probably wrong. Sometimes I love having the XG feed, and in situations like this where I'm making lots of guesses, I love it's not there. It makes me I don't look quite as
Don't
bad.
look quite as bad.
And by the way, when the XG feed is there, I still make my predictions. I don't mind looking and making
Well, you know,
mistakes.
it was interesting. You remember the famous, either way, match that Sebastian and I did, where it had the XG feed, but Sebastian always wanted to get his opinion out before the answer came up. And with our computers, that's hard to do. You got to be quick.
Yeah.
But
Depends on who's doing the XG input, too.
yeah,
I bet you Sebastian was right most of the time.
he was. Sebastian.
He's amazing.
real
He's going to be
talent.
doing some commentary. We have some really great co-commentators that are going to be joining us from time to time, but they have to lose first.
Yeah. That's always a double-edged sword, you know.
That's right. We have losers doing commentary.
Well, we've got it. You know, in New Orleans, our commentary coordinator is going to be Tobias.
Oh, I love
and,
Tobias. He's
Sebastian's going to be in New Orleans
the best.
also.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They're two of the highest on my list to listen to.
You know, and Reese Max makes the point here, and I'll reiterate it for everyone. Good to see you looking so good after that little scare the other day.
Yeah, I went to the hospital. Dodged a bullet. They did a quick treatment on me and saved my life, and I'm great now. I mean,
You're probably good for another 80 years.
It's called this is called I'm on a free roll.
Playing with house money, huh?
Yeah, Wilcox Snelling texted me this morning. He said, "Phil, you're on a free roll. Have fun with your life." By the way, Wilcox, I know you're going to be watching some of this. We're going to miss you for the next year. He's taking a year off, and clearly one of the best players of all time. And he's going to take a year off of backgammon. People just have horrible values. Some of the very, very best players in the world are busy playing poker or retiring. And if I were that good,
Spending
man,
time with their family or whatever, you know.
if I were that good, I wouldn't miss a chouette. All right, what do we got here? 4-1. And he can make the bar, or he can clean up the outfield. And I really don't know what's right. I think I clean up the outfield, but there's merit to making the bar. Oh, it's the other side, 4-1. I'm sorry. I'm used to the baffle box where you don't know who rolled.
Okay,
6-3.
5-point.
Usually you make the 5 point, but that leaves 2 blots. He's doing it anyway because it's the 5 point.
But again, Phipps has got that
It allows the ace
funky
point.
3-point board again.
Yeah. I think Phipps's strategy is, look, I'm playing a guy who's been playing better than anybody in the world the last few days. I'm going to keep making my ace point and confuse him.
That's probably at the top of his checklist this morning when he
Yeah.
was strategizing for this play.
Right.
I'll confuse him.
Right. What can I do to beat a guy who's playing better than anybody in the world right now? I'm going to keep making the ace point. Maybe he's not familiar with playing against that game. For 2 days before we came to Monte Carlo, I was staying with David Wells, who used to be number 5 on the Giants list, and he's coming back and playing as good as anybody. We played several 9-point matches, and I found a hole in my game. When I'm playing a better player, I'm gambling too much. And I used to, I figure that's the only way I can win. But
You only found one hole in the game?
that was my biggest hole.
Oh,
in my
okay.
game. The other hole was the PR. No, but after 2 or 3 times when I stopped playing, thinking, okay, he's so good, I got to gamble, and started playing normally, my game improved tremendously.
Double hit.
So it really helps to analyze your game and look at your mistakes and see why you're making them.
Hey, Bill needs to perform here.
No.
That's a non-performance.
This is too good to double.
He's got a shot at a third checker.
Yeah, he's going to play on for the game.
Oh, he's going to cash
Wow,
it.
and he did it quickly. How could that not be too good? Wow.
I agree with you, Phil, and there was no
Wow.
real downside to playing on.
Yeah. Oh, that shocked me. How could I? No, my thinking is, how could I be that wrong?
Read this
And he did
comment
it
from Reese Mack. there.
What's that? You still have a poker bracelet?
No,
No, what? Phil's looking quite healthy for having spent time at the Princess Grace. The removal of a single.
superfluous third nipple.
That's cute. That's cute. I'll tell you what, if you're going to get sick in the wealthiest country in the world. The health care here is unbelievable, and it was so cheap. I was in an operating room for 2 hours, and one night I was out $3,500. In the States, that would have been $300,000. The bad news is insurance doesn't cover anything in Monte Carlo, but
Yeah, for those of us
That's
of
okay.
Medicare age, none of that applies.
None of that applies.
Internationally.
none of that applies. But if you live in the EU, in the European Union, and you get sick in Monte Carlo, it's free. No charge. So I'm going to move. But the care that I got is unbelievable. The nursing care and the doctors, I've never seen. I've been in the hospital a few times. I've had my problems. And this is the best,
Well, and
best
credit
I've ever
to
seen.
David Wells and Art Indicaglue for
Oh, yeah.
sending your butt to the hospital.
I wanted to finish my match and just bleed a little bit, and they wouldn't let me do it. And it could have killed me. All right, big roll. That's
Big roll is right.
might be a game ender. The race must. If you're up more than 15% in the race, the game is pretty much over.
And he's trailing in the score.
Yeah, I think it's.
He's going to count it
I'm going to double without counting that because it's faster.
past the eyeball.
There he
test.
goes. There he
Doesn't
goes.
burn any brain power.
And I'm passing at this
You know,
score.
Brain power is at a premium in your case.
I'm passing at this score. But if I'm playing for the kind of money they're playing for, I would stop and think about it too. But I love the double. Especially after you roll a joker, you double. Oh, he's taking? Okay.
There's Mishi Poo just joined the house. She's always a big Bill Phipps fan, so she's...
I'm a big fan of Mishi Poo. One of my favorite people of all time. I miss her terribly. That was a great roll. This is a okay roll for the race, but
well, probably if nothing else, takes the gammon out of the equation.
Yeah,
in large measure too.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would have taken that cube, but if ZZ took it, the odds are like 90% he was right, because he's right 95% of the time, maybe more, probably more. There's some shot vig here. There it is. There it is. 6-1.
6-1 from the bar.
Oh,
boom,
that's
boom.
your dream roll there. Your
So he's
dream
got-
roll.
What? 10% G's maybe?
Oh, maybe a little more with those two checkers way out there. Huh?
Yeah.
Every 8 pips is worth about 10%. I'd say he's at about 23%. Gammons. I learned that formula from David Rockwell, who ran it through XG for about a year. Now you clear the 5
Clear
in
the
this
5.
situation. You clear the 6 if you have a spare on the 3-point. If you don't, you clear the 5-point. It's very, very simple formula I learned from Jake. Okay, plays quietly.
Mishi Poo, 160 something viewers and 15 likes. We can do better than that.
Well, we're on number 2. We're on stream 2. We remember there's two. We're getting split now between 2 screens. Oh, you're talking about the likes. We should get more. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, likes.
Yeah, we should get more likes. Well, maybe they don't like you.
Well,
It can't be me.
there's another option there, you know. Okay, so we're back to a even match, an 11-point match now.
Right, right. I know the match equity at this score. I've got it memorized. 50-50.
You never cease to amaze me. This is going to be a fun week. Like Phil was saying earlier, we got a great collection of commentators, guest commentators, what have you. Great staff here, Art and his crew. Great organization with all the Galaxy people.
And I've got about 20 jokes I haven't told yet. So stay tuned.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You're not going to recycle all those ones you've been telling for the last 5 years.
Oh, they're the same ones. I just haven't told yet this trip.
Well, welcome to Backgammon, Lee Fletcher.
So, is this a cube I see before me? Got a checker up on the bar. Phipps again has that low point made, that 2-point made.
Yeah, he's
been making a 1 or 2 point every game.
what's he got? He's got 10 checkers in the zone over there. He could get frisky here. I don't think it's there, but
I know. I always use Woolsey's law. I ask myself if my opponent, would I take or pass, and I would take this. So then the only reason you double is if you can lose your market more than 25% of the time. That's O'Hagan's law. And I don't see that many market losers. Oh, he was
just
contemplating the roll.
Sitting on a 6.
Okay. We got to
Okay.
pay more attention to the game. I thought he was thinking about a cube. Okay.
Now, Bill's going to attack something here.
Well, his odds of making something on his head are pretty strong. The odds of making the 4 or the 3-point. If you make the 4 or the 3-point and he fans, you've lost your market. If you hit 2 and he doesn't hit you back, you lost your market. So there's enough market losers here to where this could be a double. And what if you don't hit? What if you just make your 8-point? You're still ahead in the race. You've got a better setup. I think this really could be a double. I would double. I would double this. And he is too. He
is.
agrees with me.
I agree, and it's an easy take, but
Yeah.
certainly a double.
There's
It makes the 5.
yeah.
Could make the 8, step up to the 23 or something.
Right.
But I think, the 5's an asset for the rest of the game. So
Well, you know that saying, if you can make the 5 point, it might be wrong, but it can't be wrong by much. This is shooting a blank. A very bad roll.
that's a very bad.
He's
roll.
hitting to stop the momentum. This is what we call
Takes a half roll out of
it's a tempo
Bill's
hit.
hands.
It's called a tempo hit.
Yeah,
Take away half his roll, and he
Well,
really doesn't take away
but
half.
he keeps 3/4 of it though.
That's what we call a joker. And
Now Z better come in here.
with the 4,
No, boom.
he needs a 2 or a 9. Say it ahead of time.
Okay, gonna
Brings the
bring
3
down
down,
a builder.
and you'd rather keep it 6 away, so you move the checker to the 24. That's the right play. Because you get more covers with 6 away.
Now
Oh, no.
2s and 6s and 9s. It's a lot of numbers.
Yep. I think it's 38 numbers I count.
Is that right?
Yeah. 38
Damn,
out
you're
of 36.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't second guess you because you're always, you're never wrong.
Never. I guess I would make the 18 just to stop the double ones from being such an incredible joker. That's what he's
Yeah,
thinking.
I think you're right because it's
Just don't want to see that double one put you to
like
sleep.
you say, you're in such a great position. Why give the super joker?
Right.
Now, while this progresses here, I just want to make a couple of streaming scheduling comments here for the remainder of the week, really. All of these various events, with the main event starting on Thursday, and then the way Arda runs these tournaments, there's always fixed starting times. So, like almost every day this week, the primary starting times are at 1 p.m., 4:30 p.m., 10 p.m. So, sometimes there may be some short matches. Then you got a pretty good gap on some of the streams because they're fixed starting times. So bear with us, but they'll all be on Backgammon Galaxy's YouTube channel. We'll try to ensure there are a fair amount of social media and other notices to tell you what's going on.
He must hit. You don't want your opponent to anchor. Pretty obvious hit there. And he must hit too. He wants to come in with a 6 or a 4 and hit him again. He doesn't care about whether he picks up that checker. Oh, 4 is perfect. 1, 2, hit, and come in for another cover. That's it.
Right now, whoa, he's in a world of hurt here.
Yeah, 4 points is a huge swing at this point in the match. And the 2 comes in.
Nothing
can go wrong.
Backgammon gods always have a sense of humor,
Not this time. A sense of humor would have been double ones there.
But kind of following what I was saying earlier, after these 2 matches we're streaming now, at 10 p.m. tonight we'll have, how many are going to be in it? But like a round of 64 or whatever, super jackpot, 2 matches. Now they're still taking registrations for that, and the draw has not been made, so we won't know until 9 or 9:30 what the draw is. So, but
There's a lot of money involved in these.
A lot
matches.
of money, a lot of great players. So we have our pick of probably 32 matches. We're going to have a couple of great matches tonight.
No question about it. So this is 100% gammon if you don't leave a shot. That's my unofficial estimate. And there's nothing that leaves a shot now. But there is something on the next roll that leaves a shot.
This
Any high
okay,
doubles?
Now you should
Any
any
doubles?
high double.
Yeah, 3, 4, double 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Boom.
And look at that. The dice gods do have a sense of humor
Phil?
after all.
Bill's going to watch this and know that you jinxed him here.
Ooh.
Okay,
That would have been a
that's-
big three.
That's a G.
Big game there.
Now, I hope in this event we don't have what happened last year. Do you recall what happened in the semifinals last year?
I don't recall what happened yesterday. it's my.
Remember that
I'm
was
an old
where,
man.
where the one guy had the times wrong and ended up forfeiting the semifinal?
Oh, yeah, Carlston.
Yeah, Mochi was playing.
He was in a
Carl.
swimming pool and they couldn't even reach him on the phone.
Well,
And
he was staying at another
right,
hotel.
and he gave up $32,000 minimum on that by not showing up on time.
It was pretty
That was
crazy.
very sad.
Tar and I've
If I've got a match
made a
where
mental note. We're going to make sure that all 4 of these winners know what time that match is tomorrow.
It was clearly his problem. He misread the sheet. He thought a 7 was a 4. But I'd like to be wealthy enough to not be that concerned about a $32,000 match. You're sorry to see that happen, but it did help Mochi. Mochi ended up winning, didn't he?
Did he?
The high
I
roll?
don't recall.
I think he did.
Well, we'll find
I
out.
think he won. He ended up going on to win the whole thing. I mean, Mochi's not a bad player.
He has his moments.
The last 10 years, he's had his moments. Yes. That was a big win for Phipps. 4 points in a 15-point match is a lot.
Is a lot.
Great
Especially
shot.
from 4-4. So now he's
Yeah.
only 7 away.
That's right. Great shot. Come down with the 2. Try and build something. I'm doubling. He doubled very quickly. I would drop very quickly. But at this score, maybe he's got a reason to take, but sure looks like a pass to me. And he agrees. Wow, I got one right. Holy cow.
Yes, Mochi beat Mark Olson in the final.
That's
match.
what I thought. Yeah, Mochi went on to win the thing, so it really helped him to get that forfeit. Not that he wouldn't have been favored over anybody anyway, but I think I've seen Mochi lose once or twice when he was favored. All right. Phipps is on I'll tell you, everybody will tell you that the hottest player in backgammon right now is ZZ. My number 2 pick for the hottest player in backgammon right now is Bill Phipps. If you go back for the last few months, these are 2 of the hottest players that I can think of.
Well, that's like we were, several of us, we usually have a little bit of a discussion about which matches to stream. And
Oh, this is a no-brainer.
I thought this was a no-brainer.
This is a no-brainer. The other one's a no-brainer, too.
The other one's
one's a great
certainly
one.
no-brainer
Yeah.
because neither one of them had been streamed. Mark was of the opinion, he said, well, ZZ's been streamed a lot. I said, well, yeah, but he's also the biggest name in backgammon. You know, not bad to put him on the stream. And I said, Phipps is out of this world. I
Yeah.
said, this is a great match.
Yeah, but there's no way Phipps could possibly win, so why stream it, right?
Right. He's only up 9-4.
Oh, well, maybe I missed that.
Why no analysis? Well, live XG transcription is labor intensive, I'll assure you. Labor and equipment intensive. So
There's probably only 6 or 7 people in the world that can do the transcription fast enough. And
Right.
I mean that. I mean, I know,
absolutely.
I know Ben Friesen can do it. Hussein can do it. The fellow from Israel,
Aviv Ziva.
Ziva.
This new guy we have this year, Mehmet Chikichi from Turkey, is very good.
It's hard
Not
to find
Turkey.
somebody.
Yeah, Turkey. It's pretty limited crew.
The reason that I'm sitting here today is about 15 years ago, Falafel and Matt Congar were doing commentary, and they wanted somebody to try and keep up with the XG, and I was the most skilled at the time, and I was able to do it. So I sat next to them, and then I kept making stupid comments, and they thought that was fun, so I've been a commentator ever since.
There you go. I like Armando's comment. Huh? In fact, we got all the analyses we need from Bill and Phil. You know?
Well, it's pluses and minuses. It's great to see the analysis, but it's also fun to try and guess.
Well, and everybody, if they really want, they can go back and look at that if they want to. If they want to study a match, study some positions, then they're free to do so.
Well, if I was in charge, there would be no analysis on the live match, and the next day you would have the match replayed with analysis and commentary and turn it into a real lesson and do it really well, because you can't do much of a lesson live while they're playing because you don't have time to really talk about the nuances of why one play is right or wrong. You're just making quick comments about, I think that's good or bad. But I'd love to see a real good analysis afterwards. I think in some ways the XG might distract from the game. The other thing I don't like is seeing an XG feed when you have bad players. I've seen some finals of some events that where
Did you see this picture I posted a little earlier?
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Y'all can't see it, but you can go to my Facebook page or others that have it. There's
Zizi and Michi, yeah.
Zizi and Michi playing Hannah DeRosier and Olivia Ilpin or something
I
like
don't
that.
know Olivia. I know Hannah well. Of
She's
course.
15 years old from New York City, and Hannah's 13-year-old from Louisiana.
Is she one of Remy's crew? From New
Yeah,
York?
she's one of Remy's crew.
Oh, that's great.
And these two girls are about the same size and all. So, I mean,
They're so cute.
And they're both very well-regarded players for their age.
Well, Hannah
So-
is not only cute, she's smart, sweet, a good player. Their parents are really great supporters of Backgammon. They're wonderful people.
So
From New Orleans, right?
they're from Lake Charles,
Charles,
Louisiana. But they will be in
Yeah.
New Orleans. In fact, we're calling the novice division the Hannah DeRosier novice
Oh, that's so great.
division. Got to make it a...
She's better than a novice, though, isn't she?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I think
yeah,
she is. Well, I'll be in New Orleans. I don't want to miss that one. I love the city and I love your tournaments. So I'll definitely be there. I'm going to be playing doubles with a friend from the Bahamas.
Ray?
No, I'm playing with Ray's daughter, Rebecca.
Ray's daughter. Okay.
Yeah. Rebecca Lightborn.
Well, you know, and then both of us will be fairly rushed for time to get to Dubai after
Yes,
New Orleans.
right.
We'll both be doing.
And then I'm rushing from Dubai to Minnesota.
Well, Minnesota's before.
Oh, is it before?
It's
I'm glad you told me.
Jamaica.
I got to get changed my flights.
Jamaica, Minnesota, New
Oh.
Orleans, Dubai.
Oh, that's right. I'm rushing from Jamaica to Minnesota. Busy schedule. And of course, I'm not going to miss New York this year.
And Dubai
It'll
is
be big.
just mind blowing.
Yep. I'll be doing commentary with Bill in Dubai.
Again, they're
Yeah, 2 years ago you did it at the top of the tower.
It's not. It's going to be at the top of a big, huge hotel right next to Burj Khalifa
Okay.
this year, like the 85th floor.
That
or
was
something.
classic when you did that commentary from the top of the tallest building in the world.
I remember that. I tell this anecdote sometimes. Bill comes up to me. I want to help you with the commentary. Be on the team at the top of the Burj Khalifa. Can you use? I said I can use you, but I don't know. I can get you in the building. I mean, that's like going to the White House. You know, you got to be vetted in advance.
Well, yeah, my prison record probably kept me out.
Okay.
We got a little slaughter going on here. He's
This,
already turned a cube, and this looks really good for Z. There's a lot of gammons. Oh, he came in. That's going to stop a lot and hit.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So
that is
maybe
a huge roll for
eliminates a
Bill.
lot of G's. For,
It might win the game. He's not out of this game. That was an
Well, he's not out of the
incredible
game. It certainly
hit again.
probably limits potential G's against him as well. He was in danger of squandering most of his lead had he not.
This is
come
a
in
big
and
roll.
hit there.
This is a big roll. If he can hit loose and not get hit back on the 5 point. Oh,
There
he
you
makes
go.
the 5 point. Wow.
Even better. Even
Wow. Phipps is really hot. If he gets out of this,
better.
boy.
What were you going to say if he gets out of this?
You know, before I could get the words out of my mouth, the whole game changes. That's backgammon. I should have said nothing could go wrong now, because that's the kiss of death also. Wow, what a game. That 1-6 was huge. The 4-1 was huge. The fun thing about when I look at matches, I go to dice distribution all the time to see what really was the best roll you could roll. And so often the best roll happens. That's because the dice are rigged, of course.
Of course. You know, and people talk about that being, you know, they talk about in relation to online dice a lot on the various servers and so. One thing happened, and it came up again today, talking about something happened a couple of years ago. You know, we provide Galaxy dice or our dice for the streams because they're glare resistant. And
Sure.
Well, one guy a couple of years ago, we streamed him. He wanted to use his own dice, which is often the case. And the guy says, I want to use my own dice. And we said, no, you can't use your own dice. You have to use our dice because they stream well. And he was all bent out of shape and wasn't happy. And of course, then he loses. And then it was, of course, we had used rigged dice against him, right?
Did you?
So it happens
Did you
live.
use rigged dice? Were they rigged?
No.
No? Okay. Of course not.
I refuse to answer. Fifth Amendment.
So,
but it happens in live play as well as online play.
Even if somebody wants to use their own dice, usually they can bring in one of theirs and you bring in one of yours. That's how it works. You don't just let a guy come in with his own pair of dice.
And there have been occasions of discovery of rigged dice.
Yes. Yes. It happens.
The most obvious one here a few years ago, a guy had dice with no twos on them, had fives on, opposing sides. And so it happens.
I will say this, though. The cheating in tournament backgammon is 1/100th of what it was. When I started playing this game back in the 80s and 90s, it's really an honest game. We have good material, and the penalty for cheating is you get banned for life, pretty much. And we're a small community; everybody knows everybody. It just doesn't pay.
Well, there's a couple of people who can't go to certain countries now because of outstanding warrants associated with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill is trying to maximize saving the gammon here.
So the play here for Bill is pretty simple. You want to bring your checker into your 6 point, and if you can't, you want to cross over from one quadrant to the next, and if you can't do that, then you move the back checker. It's pretty simple how you do this. Until you get down to a last roll or two, then you got to think about if you need doubles, which doubles
actual
are like
specific rolls.
Yeah, specific doubles. But for example, here,
so you can go most efficiently to the 6 point, not using every pip to try to get into his home board.
Okay, this is not good. He
Not
needed to
good.
get it. He needed to get big roll to get a checker in. Now he's looking to see how a doubles play.
So
double threes.
Fours are better.
Double threes.
Threes are better.
Threes are better.
Oh,
Nope.
saw a three. Okay, so now
It's,
we're back to tight 9-8.
yeah.
Good match here, and of course you could anticipate good match with ZZ and Bill Phipps. I mean, come on.
That game had several big, huge swings right after another, one after another, starting with a 4-1 to come in and hit. And
Well, in the first game, wasn't it, when it had three big swings?
Oh, yeah.
On that on that 4 point game.
oh yeah,
So, but that's backgammon. You sit down for a match, you just better, be ready for the ups and downs
That's right.
that are going to come.
2-1.
I was looking at this,
I
and
tend to slot at this point. Look at Bill Phipps with his 2 point made again. Starting out every game with his 1 or 2 point made. And I'm not saying he's playing bad or wrong. It's just funny that it's just happening that way. I'm not about to criticize Bill's game in any way.
Well, I'll defer to either of these guys all day long.
Okay, this does not look like a cube yet to me, but it's close. It could be. This could be a cube. You're 7 away, 6 away. Yeah, he doubled.
Okay.
He doubled. It's probably a good cube because Phipps is
It's
not
a good
sna-
cube.
he's
I
not
think
snatching
it's
it.
probably a take, but certainly a cube. A lot of potential, which translates to probably a lot of market losers.
So what's the biggest negative of Bill's game? He's made his damn 2-point. That's another reason to cube too. Every game he's got his ace or 2-point made. All right, he took it.
He takes it.
He took it. He's brave. This could turn out okay.
Ah. I do remember that, Mishi. She said Phipps is 3-3 in the prior game where he, make the bar, or he could do two. He made the correct play.
He did. Okay. There's a big play.
Now, that
was a
if
very
Z were
big play.
to dance here, this could get interesting.
And if he were to hit, it could be a lot of gammons too. This turned out really good for Bill.
This is a
Bill is on the
extremely
offense.
volatile position.
Yes.
Set fours.
That's
That'll
a good
work.
roll. Hits, covers, comes down, and in.
And probably another.
And in,
well,
yeah, and in.
You
don't
could
want
come another down.
I don't like leaving that other blot. Oh, big roll for Z. He needed that 3. That was turning the whole game if he doesn't hit there. It was very big.
Now Bill needs an anchor.
He got
in, but he didn't.
No, that's not his
didn't make
favorite
an
roll.
anchor.
I think he just come out.
Come to the 18.
I think you come out
all the way
to the 16.
Okay.
Come out with the front checker. I think the 18 is just too rich. That's my play.
Okay.
That's my play.
You were right.
Well, he was right.
Bill
he was
Phipps-
right.
Bill Phipps thinks you were right.
No, Bill Phipps was right. He made my play. Come on.
Okay.
If he can get away with this, he's got a decent.
Okay. What's that? 4s and 7s.
I like what you do. I always call them out loud too. There are
Uh-oh.
times when double
That's
6 is not the best roll.
That's a direct miss.
Yeah, there are times when double 6 is not that good. What I like is rolling it in a situation like this, having my opponent say, "Nice roll." I want to slap
Now,
him.
One thing that, and we'll see it because with doublets, people need to teach themselves to play them one at a time.
Yeah,
Too often people play them in pairs, and that's not required.
right. And you miss plays that way.
A lot of misplays that way.
Phipps had a real opportunity there, but rolled that double 6 was really not a good roll.
Looking across the way real quick, an update. Johan Moazed, reigning world champion for another 3 days, leading Mario Cool 5-4 on stream 1 to 15 in the round of 8 high roller match. So 2 great matches going on.
We got a lot of former world champions here, and I asked what the odds were from Martin Holm, who sets the odds.
Yeah.
It's about 5 to 1 that there will be a repeat of the world champion becoming another, having the winner be a former world champion. And I like those odds. I'm taking that bet. I'm betting on there will be a repeat because the world champions that are here, they're so good. The ones that I did when I look at the
Well, you've
list.
got a number of world champions and a number of repeat world champions. Right. So, I mean, you probably got, I don't know, 25 titles or something here.
Yes, I didn't count, but it's a lot. I mean, of course, Jorgen Granstad is the 3-time, the only one.
Yeah, and then a Kiko and Mochi are 2 apiece.
You got Kiko, Mochi. You've got Joe Russell, who's almost 2 times. He was 1 time.
Frigo's 2.
And Moazed, who's playing right now.
Frigo's 2.
Frigo's a 2-timer.
And you got what? Sabadny, DDA.
Sabadny's not playing though, is he?
Oh, he's not playing
he
in the
doesn't
main.
play.
DDA, I don't know. Just go down, down. Same thing, 5. Thursday we started playing. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So he breaks his prime, taking a slight chance on the 1-6, but you win a lot more gammons and you make it harder for your opponent to anchor. But there's a risk to doing that. Whew. Yeah, the 6 was up.
Oh.
But I like that play. It's really an aggressive play. Now you switch. Why isn't he switch? Oh, because you can hit loose.
Yeah. Okay, this is what a wild, Z had just won 4, and now he looks like he's going to win another 4.
Well, if he closes him out, it's 40% gammons. So it isn't a given at all that you gammon here. 2 checkers on the bar closed out is about around 40%. So 60% of the time he's not going to gammon them.
And he wants to bring those in high, ideally.
He has little choice now.
Oh man,
That's my play.
not ideal,
Yeah,
but
he rolls a 3 or higher.
You'll take it.
3 or higher.
That worked out fine.
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting down to where the 40% went way down now that he rolled that 6. That was a huge, huge roll for Phipps.
And Z only getting 1 off there.
Yeah. The gammons went way down. Now they're gone.
Okay. Without, if Z doesn't get a double, Phipps is probably going to beat this.
Whoop.
Oh, he beat it with his
He
own
beat
double.
it. He beat it. Okay.
Okay.
It's all over.
10-9.
Wow.
Zdenek. Nice match, man.
Yeah, you should never have said ZZ had no chance in this match before. Really, that was a silly thing to say, Bill.
Well, you'd think the denouement would have come into play. You're familiar with that.
No. What is it?
There's Mrs.
Pick a
Nick.
pick.
And Nick the third.
Nick who? Oh, Nick.
Barton.
Nick Barton? Oh. Cute.
Car. He might be in the petite salon.
You're
Okay.
supposed to duplicate 2s here. If you come up with the 3, you duplicate 2s. This is a typical second roll position. What's taking so long?
Has he played anything?
You brought the 4 down. I think you just bring the
Okay.
3 up. Oh, well, this is actually a third roll. That's different from the first second roll position. But often you just bring the 3 up here and duplicate 2s. He's playing it solid,
Playing it.
playing it quietly.
Pete Jarvis. Hey, Pete. Jersey. Joyzy.
That was a very interesting 4-3. I would have duped the 2s and come up.
Hi, Bernhard. Bernhard acknowledges this. Bernhard Meyer, president of the WBGF.
And my hat's off to him and everybody else. We really desperately needed to have a worldwide federation, a strong one, and we've got it, and the players are supporting it, and I love it.
Well, they had to do that, and they're also behind the BMAB stuff, too, which is a good...
I think that's good for the game also, but
Exactly.
to have standard rules all over the world and to have a good schedule and to have this kind of communication, and our best chance of getting international sponsorship and more people is to have strong federations. If you're not a member of a federation, join. Very big believer.
Well, and Bernhard can correct me if I'm wrong, but we were approaching 40 member countries of the, I know that was their goal. We were approaching 40 member
That's
countries
great.
of the WBGF. Perhaps Bernhard can give me an absolute current number.
I might just start another country or 2. That'll help.
Well, yeah. And part of getting to 40, I think some of this world mind sports type stuff
Yes.
to potentially to submit an application to be considered a mind sport, you had to have 40 member federations as well.
When I found out this was a mind sport, I wondered why I was playing.
Little did you know.
Yeah, I thought it was just a game of luck. Okay, he's got 2 landing places, which makes it much, much easier for Bill to bring this home. But I don't think he's up enough in the race. He should be up about 15%. The double here.
Again, we're
I don't think he's up enough to give the
not
cube.
quite. Still behind. It's 5 away, 6 away, so you have to think about the scores in an away from the match length perspective.
This brings it easier to bring it home, and if you're winning the race, you do this, which he is. If you're losing, you stayed back. Oh, now that's a small roll. That might give him a double now. Now the pip count is absolutely critical.
Pretty good lead. Well, let's see. What's
96. Black has 105. So he must have counted it faster than I did. I only counted black at 105.
well, it was very close, actually.
So black has 99. That's a good roll.
That's a good roll. Now he has really very little clearance problems.
It's 5. Black has 94. 30, 34, 42, 52, 62, 72, 76.
Mark Dixon. Hello, Mark.
82.
Where are you?
I think this is a double pass.
Mark Dixon, well known for having subbed for Phil when he got sick one day last year.
Yeah. Monte Carlo has not been good to me. Last year I had the steak tartare. I think this is a double take. Okay. Oh, but that's a shot.
That's good news and bad news.
Yeah,
right?
it's more bad news. He didn't want to leave that shot.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say, does he play for the...
What's worse than leaving a shot? Missing the shot.
Well, he didn't want to stay for the unlikely double ace and burn a bunch of pips. So
because he's still in the race. He still has a chance, even after the double six. There's a slight chance of catching up. Well, like you said, the odds of double ace, the odds of an A, you got to hit it.
Exactly.
So that's 3%.
Well, no, you would have had to roll double aces and then hit. Right? So
that's right. That's right.
Even worse.
Yeah, that's right. That's 2%. 30% of 2%. It's 0.6%. Yep, I guess he runs.
So now he's making a little progress, but I think it's going to be too little too late.
The match is getting closer and closer towards the end here. Going to be 4 away, 5 away. Assuming that Bill brings this home, which is a pretty strong favorite to do. I would give up. Now I would give up. Bingo.
Okay. 11-10, 4 away, 5 away. Very good.
I wish the scoreboard
now,
said.
Looking at him doing that, you got some of the little, you got it taped down, huh? Oh, really? It looked like it was. Sometimes we'll tape down the scoreboards because players are so apt to move them around. We have some magnetic tape.
So the one thing that's important to think about at 4 away, 5 away, the 4 away player has incredibly efficient gammons if the cube gets turned. They wins the match exactly, so it makes the gammon value for him worth 1. Whereas the other player, winning a gammon gets you to Crawford, which is very nice, but it isn't quite as important or quite as great as. So you're going to be more inclined to give or take the cube from Bill's side if it's a gammon situation.
Shape, double deuces with 2 in the air.
Yeah. The PRs must be very good in this game because I disagree with several of their plays. That's my acid
Your
test.
gauge?
Yeah, that's my gauge. If they don't make plays that I would have made, they must be playing really well. I'm willing to bet both PRs are very close to 3 or less because I really honestly don't think there's that many tough decisions. I haven't seen some incredibly tough ones.
And they're both great players, certainly very capable and regularly putting up those kind of numbers. The only thing, and I would have to look back on, and I don't recall exactly how they developed, but, Bill early on had so many of those low point in his home board, which are a little odd.
Yeah.
And on occasion, you don't have any choice. But
well, this is one way the game has changed. In the before the bots, if you made a 1 or 2 point, you'd be laughed out of any club in the country. And and some idiot like Jim Pascoe was doing it and winning and beating all of them because he knew, because he rolled it out at 5,000 times at home. He found out you could still win very easily if you knew how to play, if you make a low point. So, and the bots have now proven he was right. He was a math teacher in New Jersey. He used to come into New York and beat the hell out of all the top players by making those stupid plays, which turned out to be right.
For brackets and stuff. Yeah, Tara's telling us here off camera that if you go to the description below the stream here, there are links to the various draw sheets for the various events. So that's quite helpful. And yeah, World Championship begins Thursday, and it's actually a new format this year. Single elimination.
Yeah.
So in the undefeated bracket, the single elimination.
That actually.
Yeah, normally in the past it would have begun today, but this year it begins on Thursday.
So that means that the World Championship is going to be fewer days, which allows more people who can get away and come and play. And it turns out that probably worked. I think we're going to have a record number of people in the Open, a record for Monte Carlo anyway.
Well, I think they certainly had a pretty good increase in the number of players in the Monte Carlo Open, which was the warm-up event.
And the hotel is sold out faster and with more rooms than ever before.
Yeah, they have like a record number of room nights associated with the tournament.
Right.
And they had
so we might get paid this year.
There you go, man. That's in my contract. And it's over a certain amount, over a certain number of players.
Really?
And they had
I didn't get that in my contract. Holy cow.
What they had 108 doubles teams or something like it. It was a little over 100.
Wow. That's great. In the meantime, back to this game. We see a very positive position for Phipps. It's nice to have 4 in a row.
With 3 behind them.
And it's nice to be able to run. Make another
5 prime.
Great priming game. And unless Z did do something good. He hit. I thought if he didn't hit there, he might see the cube. He still might see the cube very soon. I think this is going to be double pass. I would pass this cube.
Yeah, again, with Phipps being 4 away, the point you made earlier.
It's gammonish. Gammon wins the match. I would turn this cube. And I wouldn't take it. He's likely to get hit with a 5 or a 3.
There it is.
I think it's a pass.
You see
He's nodding
his head like, sure. That was correct. Now I've got to make the correct reply.
I think this is a pass. I wouldn't touch this cube. If it's not a take, it's a mistake, to quote my friend Steve Sachs.
But again, you're looking at, like we talked, I mean, we're playing for some pretty serious money here.
Yeah.
So
Zizi just won $207,000 in poker and
with a bracelet.
With a bracelet. I mean, so this is.
So that's pretty good. I mean, he just had that outstanding performance in the World Series of Poker. He just won the UBC, which, is a very prestigious honor to World Backgammon. And now here and in the main event, he's playing for some pretty serious money over the next week.
Not bad for a 25-year-old kid from Czechoslovakia.
Scotty Kellen says it's a 343 pass.
What does Scotty know? Scotty, why the hell aren't you here? I miss you.
Yeah, Scotty K.
He's playing Padel.
Where are you at?
He's busy playing Padel, which is my new favorite game, by the way. Padel.
Okay, Ian Gwynn coming tomorrow. Might be on the plane with Carter. Carter's coming. Will be. I think he leaves tonight. He'll be here tomorrow.
He did pass.
Let it go. Okay.
Pretty big pass.
Now Carter was bad mouthing you the other night. You know,
Yeah.
I sent him a message telling of your medical difficulties, and he says, you know, that stupid SOB. I've been telling him for weeks he needed to go have that checked out.
He's right.
And
He's right. They're taking a break.
kudos to he agreed. Kudos to Wells and Arda for making you drag your.
They probably
you didn't drag your butt.
No,
They dragged your
I wanted
butt.
to finish my match. And by the way, Wells had 15% of me, and he gave that up by taking me to the hospital. I mean, Carter would not have done that. Carter would
have.
he would have held me up if I was fainting to make me finish the match. All right, we got a still very exciting match here. I thought that was great cube action. 3 away.
3 away, 5 away.
Yep.
This is a match that we might have anticipated with these two players.
Yeah, but we would not have necessarily predicted Phipps to be ahead. But it doesn't surprise me. There's nothing surprising
Doesn't
about this.
surprise me in the least.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me a bit. Phipps is very strong. All right, so I'm going to tell a few of my jokes now.
Oh,
Wait a
God.
minute, where did everybody go?
Yeah. There
all
went the audience. We were up around 250 a while ago. We dropped back off to 180.
Well, that's pretty good for
But they're,
Stream 2.
you know, we're getting, Stream 2 is always a little bit inferior, not by virtue of.
Yeah, well, they're
But
here.
normally the XG feed's on 1, and people know that. They trend toward 1. XG feed does not occur on 1 this
Yeah,
afternoon.
but they're here to see you, Bill.
Well, and you. I mean, what better pairing could they have as far as commentary?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
we've
you
done
know, Justin Knoll and
Ryan
Ryan
Ravello.
Ravello. What's that? You know?
You know, it was funny last night in Joe Russell's match when Joe Russell won the Open. My dear friend, I'm so happy to see him win. Ryan would say, "I think you should do this," and Justin said, "Why the heck would you do that?" You know, they got into arguments on these plays.
You know, the
which
best
is
line,
great.
and you will love this because you're great one-liners and stuff like that. You appreciate that sort of thing. They after the second day of the UBC, Mir had built a 10-6 lead. You know, so he would look in really good shape.
Yeah.
And Sander was saying, you know, Justin said something about what advice would you give him? And Sander says, well, I'd tell him, don't go out drinking, don't go out partying, you know, stay in the hotel. You don't want to get hit by a Ferrari or something, you know. And Justin goes, I didn't know Z bought a Ferrari.
That's a good one-liner. And of all the people to say don't go out drinking, it's Sander.
Yeah.
I mean, when he talked about the match that when he was in the finals he was way down against Mochi, so he figured he'd have a beer. But then he started making points, and he had another beer, and he made some more points, and he had another
and then
beer.
in the semifinal, it was even more dramatic when he played Wilcox in the semifinal. That was rowdy.
Yeah.
I think somebody said, and I haven't verified this, and I don't know that I can. Maybe you can see it on the video. Something like 15 bottles on the table.
Yeah. I'd be gone after 2 bottles. So was Sander here? I haven't seen him.
He is here.
Oh, good.
I've seen him.
Great.
He did some commentary yesterday.
Oh, good. I haven't seen him.
Bernhard, yes, that was the Russell Ueda match was thrilling, and
I got the DMP.
and a couple of 3 wild swings there.
Russell rolled a double 4, key double 4 right at the end to get by and win the match. Often these matches go down to the last second.
So again, tonight at 10 local, and it's 6:18 now, but at 10 local, we'll have 2 super jackpot first round matches. And again, it'll probably be maybe a 64 field. I'm not sure, but
I always get
a
mixed up.
huge number of big names.
Yep.
So we're going to have our choice of 2 great matches to put on, 2 of 32 perhaps great matches to put on the stream tonight. I'm going to look how many.
I always
were
get
in
mixed up. Super jackpot is not as big as the high roller.
Yeah,
The
I
high
mean,
roller's got more money in it. You know, the other was a super jackpot. So
I guess right. There were 64 in the super jackpot last year, so I assume it'll be at least that this year. So
what's
32.
what's the entry fee there?
1250.
1250, and the entry fee here is 50. Is what?
Is that right? 1250. Well, it may be 1500.
And this is 7,500.
7,500.
7,500 euros. That's like $8,500.
And I know you and I greatly appreciate this. The actual official name of this is the Patty Rubin Memorial 7,500 euro high
Right.
roller. So Patty was for many years the I guess owner,
promoter,
director,
owner, yeah.
call it what we may, of the
Yeah.
World Championship. And unfortunately, passed 4 years ago.
Yeah, and
And
Ronnie, who inherited the tournament, sold it to Mark Olson and his group. And I'll tell you, I love Patty. I love her as a person, and I love the tournaments. And she always had really nice staff and did it well. But she didn't have the promotion that Backgammon Galaxy has behind her. Mark's
Yeah.
got this huge team of all these people to promote it, and he's got Backgammon Galaxy to promote it. So I think the sale was good for the game. Losing Patty was certainly not good for anything, because I miss her dearly. Sweet lady.
Mark, that was a Monte Carlo Open icon under Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. You should be able to find it. I don't know. It was streamed.
So our score now is 3 away, 5 away. I think that's equity is 60% or 65%. I think the 3-way player is a 65% favorite. And I'm going to cheat and look at my match equity table that
I glanced across the way here.
But I keep
Stream
it-
1, they'd taken a little break. They're back in action, and Mario Cool leads defending world champion Johan Mozed 7-5 in a round of 8 high roller match. So great match over on Stream
and
1.
I would have made Mario the favorite in that match, even though they're
Oh,
both
I
great
agree.
players.
I agree.
Mario's PRs last year were just unbelievable.
Phenomenal in both the high roller, I think it was, and the main event. He threw up some incredible numbers.
So I have to admit I was way off. I thought that at 3-way, 5-way you're a 65% favorite. You're actually a 64.79% favorite.
Damn, Phil.
Well,
you're gonna have to gear up your game here. You know what I mean?
I cheat in my phone. I keep the match equity table. I keep
But
the
I
take
will
points.
confirm that he only looked at the table after his initial comment.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a.
Thank you, Phil.
I'm going to keep it under the table for the rest of the match so that I can really look at it without people seeing. So who do you think took the break? If it was smart, it would be Zdenek, which is a very smart thing to do if you're behind and you.
Yeah, looking for plugs.
Yeah.
Don't go messing with our stuff. and if you don't,
Bill, he's bigger than you.
he's bigger than me, but I'll stick tar on it.
Oh.
He don't want to. He don't want to.
want to mess with
He don't want to mess with her.
Yeah. All right, we mentioned earlier that Remy is here. Remy Davenport from New York runs a meetup group. I go to it whenever I'm in New York. She gets anywhere from 40 to 100 to 200 people playing socially.
Well,
And
she brought 31 people here.
31
Remy's
people.
team, 31 people from New York City.
Michi,
players.
and Mochi, and I have all given free lessons to her people to get them into backgammon, to teach them how to move forward. This is really bringing more people in the game. And what happened, the good news is they've copied what she's doing in San Diego, LA, Chicago. Different places are putting together meetup groups where they're bringing in lots of beginners. And that's what's going to grow
You know,
the game.
and that's really, it's bode well for her, and it'll help her grow it even more, I think. But, you know, she, for the second year in a row, she's on the staff here.
Right.
She's, you know,
She's on the staff
having
because she
several
handles
tournaments.
Yeah, she handles
She's,
people so well.
in New Orleans, she's
Yeah.
going to be on her staff. She's going to be on her
Great.
staff in San Antonio.
Great.
So she was on staff in Miami.
She handles people with such grace, and she's such a pleasant person to have around. That's what does it.
High roller jackpot, Jimmy DeRosia.
Okay, we're back in action. So three
Phipps
away.
has changed his strategy. He doesn't have a low point. What's the deal?
Here's what really fooled me for years: the take point for the leader is actually higher than the take point for the trailer. The difference is gammon values. It helps the trailer a lot more to win a gammon because he gets to Crawford, and the leader, the gammon, is inefficient because he gets too many points. So it's really if it's a gammonish position, the trailer is going to double a lot faster. Otherwise, it really, in a straight race, you would actually double a little bit slower because you don't want your opponent to get to 2 away like that.
He keeps looking for plugs or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay. This double 2 is very interesting. You make that anchor as opposed to making your 5-point. We often have the question of which 5-point do I make, if you can make one or the other. That's my play. I'd rather make my 5-point here. If I was on gammon save, well, he might be thinking more gammon save because he's leading. It might be right to make the 20-point. This is not an easy one for me at all.
Hey, this is that guy that was over here a while ago. You were telling me to. I told him Tar's on his case now.
All right, what would you do with this double 2? This is not easy. So
Yeah.
he's making the high anchor. You would tend to do this more when you're leading in the match because you almost never get gammon from there. So I like that idea of him doing it at this score. If the score were reversed, I would certainly make my 5-point. So that's a really good thing to remember when you're ahead or behind, whether to play gammon go or gammon save. I call it gammon go-ish and gammon save-ish. Because it's not pure gammon go and gammon save. And when you've made an anchor, you can make plays like this. You can hit loose and not worry that much about getting it back because you got your anchor. He wants to hit and cover, and he does hit, or he does cover. Does he hit or does he cover?
Doesn't apply your favorite word of "and" here.
Yeah.
This one's either.
I think I'm hitting, and he's hitting too.
Oh,
I said he's hitting too.
something to be said for hitting 2. Oh, but good news and bad news. He doesn't bring one of them
Well,
in.
the reason Phipps hit off the ace point, it's easier for him to make the ace point later. He has that tendency.
Okay, gets a second. With 2 in the air, he
Yeah.
slots the bar.
Phipps is getting into a very strong position here. Very strong position. Not enough to double at this score, but he likes his position. 5-2. He almost has
I'm
to
just
hit.
sitting here thinking, Phil,
He has to hit.
in this
Yeah.
tournament,
Yeah.
if Phil could, or Bill Phillips could hang on here and win this, then he would have beat Mochi, beats Z, and then he would have to face Mario Cool or Johan Mozet. What a draw.
That's right.
Okay,
Oh, that was
2
a
coming the other way.
Huge turnaround roll.
But this game's going to be with us for a while.
Yeah, you
Bill-
won't see a cube
Bill-
right away.
Yeah, Bill's got the forward anchor. Neither of them have too much board development. So this game's going to be extended, I think.
Here, do the easy 5 first. Where the hell's your 6? Going to the 2-point?
He
Good
has,
players
he has
don't.
a history of some of that.
He's. I got it backwards. He did the
Okay,
6. He had a
okay.
5 to play. Okay. He did the 5 first. Hitting.
And then 2, which is has to stack, which is not the thing he would have liked to have done. But okay, now he doesn't have many 6s. Gonna have to go to the 10.
You just don't want to give up that 20-point when you're leading in the match. That's your safety valve for not getting gammon.
Throwing trash in the water collection bin.
This is a big roll for Z. He's got a lot of pointing numbers. He hopes to get one, and he did. He
Yeah,
did.
but at what cost? Bill has little board development, so what else? What else do? You make the 9-point, but
I
if
would.
he
I
does
would.
that, he's going to lift.
I don't like this. I would make the 4-point. I don't like this play. This is too stiff to come home. I don't like that play. This is the first time I've really strongly disagreed.
Could you take this into, give a note to Zdenek? He said that Phil didn't like that
Yeah,
play.
tell Z, tell Z he's losing it.
I mean,
That's a play I would bet on. That's the first play I feel strongly enough that I would bet. I played more Pasco gammon than he has, and that's the super back games.
okay. It's kind of an ugly game. It's a tough, there, gotta have that 2 point.
Well, he had no other 6. He's got to play the back game.
He's got plenty of 6s.
Yeah, he can just run out to the midpoint. That's it. I guess this would be my play. It's kind of nice to make that 4 point, but I like this play.
This is just, I don't know. That helps unstack 2 points and make a point.
You don't want to play a 1-5 back game. That's the one game that is death, in my opinion. They're too disconnected.
Trying to seduce Z to give up that midpoint and hit him. And he says, "Okay, I'll take the bait."
Seduction works.
Uh-oh.
Double 3. Crick
Whoa,
cube.
here we go.
Crick cube.
Now it's gearing up.
Again.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, but it's still, I double it too because it's the damn 1-5 back game. It's a horrible game. The 2-5 is a great game. The 2-4 is a great game. The 1-5 just stinks. Just bring it all the way around.
You think?
Uh-huh. Swing it around.
You know, I don't know.
I
might take it to the 10 and put a spare on the 8. Try to get some builders working on making some points. If he wants to hit me by giving up his anchor, hit me.
This is why you don't play a 1-5 back game. There are no good.
Okay.
That was my play.
Okay, so he gives it up.
Guess he'll do it now before
Bill
this.
needs that 4. The wrong 4.
But even if he got the 4, he doesn't have enough development. Now look, see how he got off the 1-5 back game? Now he's got a decent game. The 2-5 game is decent. He hasn't got a great timing for it, but it beats the hell out of where he was. It was actually a great roll. He's got, I don't know exactly what the equity is, but it just went up quite a bit for Bill.
Okay, makes the pump. Say
his
timing's going to be a little suspect
Yeah,
here.
it's a little short, but you're going to get gammoned a lot less from the 2-5 than you do from the 1-5. I'm not sure I would have taken the cube. Bill scooped it. I'm not sure I would have taken it because I hate the 1-5 so much. I just averse to
Seems
playing
like
it.
you've got that ingrained in your head.
Yeah.
You're just averse to that.
I've got it in writing about when you take and pass each type of back game, and if you got a 1-5 back game and you get double, just pass. That's my rule. I'm sure it's not always right, but that's my rule.
Okay. Aha. Peter Bingston, both ZZ and Phil's plays with the 4 were blunders.
Which is which play?
4-2 were the 4-2.
The 4-2?
Okay. Thank you, Peter. That's very useful information.
What you don't know is you can't insult me at this point in my life.
Oh, and Mishi is transcribing so she can
Oh, great. Michi, you must be one of the better transcribers because they sure play fast.
She's a good transcriber.
Michi's good at everything. He's one of my real all-time heroes. I can't wait to be with him in Jamaica. We have so much fun. He comes to Jamaica every year with a Kiko.
She's going to Jamaica?
Michi and a Kiko come every year.
I spelled Mishi Poo.
Oh, Mishi Poo. Oh, Mishi Poo. They were talking about Michi.
Mishi Poo.
Mishi Poo from New Jersey.
Jersey. Which exit?
Big roll here. Oh, he missed it. He missed it.
Z still got a little bit of work though to
Yeah, there might
to
be.
clear that.
There's going to be another shot before this is over.
Okay, it's this is a little testy to clear this. Okay. Next roll's the key roll
Yeah,
of the match for Z.
And for both of them.
For both of them.
Yeah. He's
Granted.
likely. It's probably going to be a single shot. You're going to have around 30% to hit it. He's not favored to hit it. So you still got to favor Z in this position by quite a bit because he might not leave a shot at all.
Oh,
4-3
he
would have
liked
been
that
nice.
one.
Yeah. 4-3 would be one of his
Didn't want to pick
best.
that up.
4-1, there's your shot.
Wait a
Fewer shots.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, this could be the roll of the match
Give me
right
a
here.
4 or a 4.
This
Bill
could be the
says.
roll of the match.
4.
He got it.
Boom.
He got it. That is huge. That swung the equity tremendously.
Now, Phil,
I
with a
moved-
dance,
Oh, you double them out. You don't play for gammons.
you
here.
don't play with this. You just cash
You
it.
just
huh?
cash. You just cash. If he doesn't come in, you just double pass. Oh, 1-6.
Whoa, look at this.
1-6. Now
Look
you,
at this.
now you can't double. You got to roll. 1s and 9s. 1s and
Bill
9s.
shaking his head.
I'm willing to bet you he gets it.
Uh-oh.
4-2.
6.
So you stay
Just-
back.
Just go in, huh? with that
Well,
one?
the back checker might come up 4. I think the back checker. I'm coming up 4 with the back
Take
checker.
the double ace
No?
joker away from him. You could. 5-1.
He's not thinking about the hit. You don't.
You,
A second checker can get you
you
gammon.
don't put the G in play.
No, you don't hit. So why else would he think? What else is he thinking?
Can't put the second checker in play.
He's seriously thinking about hitting here? I just can't. It's against my religion. Wow, this is a real lesson that it's even a possibility to hit here. Something I wouldn't have even considered.
Yeah, I mean, I would have just instantaneously made the play.
Right. So there must be something going on here that we don't know, Bill. I mean, we're looking at one of the great players ever, and he's thinking about hitting. Wow. I would take a checker off.
See if you got away with it.
Yeah, he did hit. Wow.
out.
That is shocking
Look
to
out.
me.
Mishy, you're going to have to clue us in on that.
That is
5-3.
shocking to me. Holy cow. It is easier to bring it home if he misses, but gosh.
Well, if
You risk getting two
and
checkers
with
back.
this scenario, if he misses and comes in, then
You got more shots.
He's got two checkers to shoot at. Let's put it that way.
I think his only thinking of is how do I bring it home is all he was caring about. But that was shocking to me. Absolutely shocking.
That'll be an interesting one to go back and look at.
Oh my God. 4-3 is a nothing.
Uh-oh.
Well, you just bring it in. Hope he doesn't roll a 1.
2-7 error, according to Sky.
0.27?
0.27.
Not 0.027? So it's a monster blunder to hit. Wow. Yeah. If he's right.
If Scotty K is right, it is.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay, now it's a pretty close race now.
Well, not really. So he
What-
made a
what-
0.27 blunder. I don't think he's made a blunder that big in 5 years. No, 0.27.
0.27.
Yeah, I don't think he's made a blunder that big in
And then
5 years.
Look at this. Wow. Wow, that was a fun game.
Not for Bill. You might have been. but
Scotty
not for
corrects
Phipps.
it 0.027.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that far off then. It was wrong, but not wrong by that much. I thought it was a blunder. It was just a small mistake. Okay.
Okay. Stranger things have happened, but they're not going to happen this game.
No. the match gets closer and closer.
Okay, three-way.
Okay.
Now, over on the other table, just to keep y'all updated, Mario Cool leads defending world champion Johan Morzet 8-7. So another
close, tough one.
another close, great match.
All right, so
going
we're
on.
at three away. You should know before you start the game that your take point is 25%. Your live cube take point is 25%. Your dead cube take point's about 30%. The gammon value after the cube is turned is 0.5 because the gammon's inefficient, and just winning 2 points is very efficient and gets you to Crawford. So with all those thoughts in mind, before you roll the first roll, you should be conscious of all that every game you start. So three away is very easy to remember. And by the way, the recube take point is also 25%. If you're getting redoubled, you need to take if you can win 25% of the time. So 25 is the number of the day.
Oh, look at that! Got to step up.
Yeah,
Makes the four.
Yep.
That's almost a,
This is clear.
a given roll.
This is clear, but it's a very good roll for Phipps. And
Now what?
now he's
No.
going to roll a 6 or a 1.
Rolls a 6 or a 1.
I don't think this is a double. I think he's got well over 25%. You don't necessarily lose your market even if you roll a 1 or a 6. I'm not sure this is a double. So I'm sure I take. 24 hits
I
and
think-
12 misses. So you're going to hit two-thirds of the time.
I think Z would take it, but he wouldn't necessarily like it. You know.
I would grab it. I would absolutely just grab it. 12 times I get missed. I love having the cube. Although Phipps is winning the race, isn't he? He's probably up a tiny bit in the race. And he's got 24 shots. But he's going to get hit back some of those 24 times that he hits.
You know, this is not surprising. Mishipu says match PRs both in the low threes.
Yeah, that's what we predicted.
That's where we would think them to be.
Exactly. Now he lost his market.
Now he's got it.
He lost his market.
Got to send it.
It's a double pass.
CJ Utley is in the house. Tara and I say hello, CJ.
From England. Hi, CJ.
Okay, so there's the
2 away, 3 away. Well, if you watch Mark Olson's videos, and you should because they're very educational, you'll see that at 2 away, 3 away, Mark calls it Gammon Go Light. So it's not quite like Gammon Go, but you're sort of going to have an itchy trigger finger if you're the one who's 3 away, because when you give a 2 cube to your opponent, your gammons count and his don't, and you can't get recubed. So you actually should be doubling faster when your opponent is 2 away, not slower. It's almost every beginner gets it just the opposite. If I give him a 2 cube and he wins the match. It's just the opposite. You have a stronger chance on the upside. Very, very fine match here, and they're both playing in the low threes, which is actually I would have expected them to be in the low threes or maybe even in the twos.
certainly no higher than low threes.
Yeah, this is exactly what we expected, which means that several of those plays I didn't like, they must have been right after all.
And I'll tell you what, in the upcoming World Championship tournament, both of these guys are in my favorites list. You know, pick 10 or 15 top players that you think might win the World Championship.
Sure.
I'd put them both in that list.
Sure. And Phipps would be the one that is least known.
Least known, a little
he
bit
hasn't been playing as much.
of the dark horse. I mean, might get some good odds out of Morton on Bill Phipps. You know.
Well, Morton's been around. He's not. He made a big mistake on Chris Rogers a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But he hasn't made too many mistakes like that since.
Well, and he's got now. Phipps might have messed up his mess can. You know, when he beat, if he wins this, he beat Vic or Mochi and then ZZ. Morton follows this stuff pretty closely. So.
Well, just playing in the low threes right now is enough to let everybody know Bill Phipps is a force to deal with.
And obviously, no intimidation or whatsoever playing ZZ either. You know, I mean, he's solid.
He beat Mochi in the
in a high roller event in L.A. And then he went on to beat Malcolm Geyer. So he's been there many times.
Uh-oh. Likes those deep points. Of course, he didn't have much else to do with a 4.
That was an ugly play that sometimes you have to make. The thing in backgammon is
4-1, yeah.
the right play is only right because it's better than anything else you can do. It doesn't necessarily have to be pretty.
3-2 is another awkward one.
This match is swung back and forth with a couple of gammons and 4-pointers, and really exciting match. I don't think this could be a double, but it is gammon go light, which means you're going to double faster. The good news is if he doubles, he doesn't have to worry about getting gammoned, and his gammons win the match. So that's more of an incentive to give the cube.
There it is. You called it, and Phipps snaps it.
Well, he thought for a tenth of a second.
Right, he's thinking on
And a
Z's time.
very, very good roll by Z, making the point. Very good roll. Oh, coming
Whoa,
in.
now look at this.
He can't hit with those 2 blots, can he? Like I said, you just can't hit here.
Now,
A goofy 6.
interesting.
I come down.
3 choices.
That's my play. I came
Okay.
down. This is a big roll right here.
You know, it's
Throws
funny
his
that
double
last
ones
roll
away.
was a huge roll for Zdenek, and he performed. Let's see what Bill can do the same.
Oh, yes.
1-6, nice.
He
Oh, look at this. Now he can hit. He can safety one of them.
can cover.
He can cover. A lot of permutations.
Yeah. You hit if it's DMP, and you cover because you don't want to get gammoned.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. And you have to balance, winning, getting gammon.
Yeah.
You got to.
That's one of the things that makes backgammon so interesting.
Yeah, just the subtleties and the intricacies are just.
And in match play,
Never
it's
ending.
10 times more complicated and interesting than individual money play. Oh, nice roll. Coming in and safetying. That's
Okay. So
very big for
that
Bill.
Really
Z wants to attack, and he can't.
can't. Gonna make the ace.
So this is a pretty good sequence for Bill. Bill was in big trouble for a second there.
Pick and pass. Yep.
He would love a 3. Oh, he got the 3. He's going to hit. Absolutely. He can gammon him.
Okay.
You can gammon him for the match if he dances
Bill
here.
needs a performance here.
2-6. That's a good one.
Look at that.
That's one of his 2 good ones. He needed a 5 or a 2-6.
Dance.
Whoa.
Whoa, man.
What a swing.
Sequence.
What
huh?
a swing.
Whoa, look out. But he can't move that back checker.
It isn't real pretty. He's going to make the.
Make the
Okay.
3. Now you got to find 2 more.
That's it. You dupe the ones coming in.
Ones and
1s and 5s are
ones
duped.
and 5s are duped.
Yeah. 1s and 5s are duped.
And that did a lot toward, in the long term in this game, minimizing Phipps's gammon losses somewhat, that double 5.
I agree. You just clean it up, don't you? Oh, you hit. You clean it up because I think you hit.
I think he hit.
Although you're helping his timing,
Correct.
but I've got XG behind me. I got Ryan Rebello saying you got to hit. So that's like having XG next to me. I would have hit without instinctively. You have a dirty thought, dirty mind, Ryan, thinking double 5s. I mean, it would take me a while to find that. You see it instantly. You have a really bad, dirty mind. He is thinking about it because of the score, because of gammons, because of timing. There's a lot of things here. The fact that Ryan came up with the answer quickly doesn't mean anything because he does everything quickly. And
I like
he
that
didn't hit.
little post. The girls found the two biggest fish in Monte Carlo. That was the two girls playing.
Oh, yeah.
Michi and Zizi.
Yeah. All right, 6-4. He doesn't have timing to stay back on the back game. He wants to hit. He wants action. He knows he can win a gammon for the match. But this is a very big play.
MCG's in the house here. He likes to hit on that earlier play there.
Yeah, he only said that because Ryan said it. But he would never find that on his own. MCG, of course, is a very good friend of Phipps, so he's rooting for him. And I would say that Phipps is looking very good in this game compared to where he was.
4-3. Isn't it?
Yeah. 5-3 would have been a joker.
Well, and as Matt probably knows, sure he's following this pretty closely. Phipps beat Mochi in the first round of this event. Now he's, close to knocking off Z.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. He didn't make the 20 point with the 4? Wow.
Just have to turn around and give it up quickly, though, wouldn't he?
Well, the point is he doesn't care about getting gammon, but you can't go overboard. You want to win the game. I think you have to make the 20 point. It's because he doesn't care about winning gammons that he's thinking about playing bigger.
We got another version of XG next to us here. Jorgen Grandstedt.
Yeah, but he's only won the championship 3 times.
Yeah, well, no credibility there at all.
Right. Or 3. I think the question is, do you come up from the 24? And the answer, I think, is no, because you're not worried about getting gammons. You get more shots by staying back. So I would stay back. I would not come off. He's coming up. Maybe you get more shots coming up because he's stiff on the outfield.
Yeah.
I would have stayed back and probably wrong.
3-2. Make the ace.
If he'd have stayed back.
Bill's been making the ace
Yeah.
earlier than this all night.
If he stayed back, he'd have been pointed on. So it
Now,
turned
do
out
you
to be a
switch
good move.
5-2, or do you come in?
I'm not sure I would have just run anyway with the 6-3. But he's, again, being in a score where you don't care about getting gammon makes you play differently. You play very differently.
Okay, Bill's looking for a good shake here. Gets it. Whoa. 4-2.
That is good. The reason he might think about clearing the front point is he can't leave a double shot from the back one. From the front.
Yeah,
But he knows his opponent has to run anyway.
Z doesn't have any timing, so.
Yeah. He's only going to leave a single shot anyway if he leaves a shot.
Whoa.
Oh,
Nice shake.
Huge roll.
Nice shake. And Z, oh, man, timing out the window. But he may have some racing equity now, but he's still pretty good ways behind.
That's actually a pretty bad roll.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe his best hope is a race instead of a shot.
3, one more. Which one?
I would come out. Your odds of getting a shot, you're going to have to come out anyway, so why waste pips? Just get super lucky in the race and come out.
He's not going to, yeah, he's a roll or 2 away from getting a shot.
That's my
so-
play. I came up with the
Okay,
same assessment
now
that Z
it
did.
all comes down to just a dice rolling contest.
And Bill's got a huge edge. Bill Phipps, Mochi, and ZZ, the 2 hottest, biggest names in backgammon right now, and he just knocks them right out. It ain't over, but it sure looks like it's going to be. What an idiot. He's going to hurt his odds on the betting.
He's ruined his
He
odds.
just
It's more
he
now,
just
probably.
destroyed his odds.
Mochi and now ZZ.
He should have thrown this match and played at 12 instead of playing at 3 PR and beating him. What a mistake.
Okay. Not over.
Yeah, it is. It can't possibly change now. What a great match, though. Well played. From what I've been told, they're both playing around 3.
Yeah.
That's great playing.
Okay.
You're right. It isn't quite over.
He's got some gaps.
It isn't
There's
quite
some
over.
misses in his future.
Not that. That's
Of course, there's probably some misses in Z's future. Look out! Whoa!
Oh
Look out!
my God. Oh my God. It's in range now. It's in range.
Uh-oh. None off.
Wow.
Man.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
very close.
Oh, big roll.
Well, Z's probably ahead now.
That
At
was
6-4.
big. That was a very
really
big roll. Every roll's a big roll. Oh,
6-5. Oh,
wow.
double 6-6-5, 6-5.
Oh my God. They're
Bill
just,
Phipps 5-2. He
are they
gets,
trying to make me look
probably
bad?
gets a shake at it.
Right now, Z's a huge favorite. A
6-5,
huge
third
favorite.
time in a row.
He's got
After a double 6.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
goodness. Didn't I say it was over?
What
Oh,
a game.
my
What
God.
a game.
You know, we need to be saying Crawford somewhere. Instead of having to change the scoreboard, I would like to just see a little sign that says Crawford. Maybe we should make one. I'm serious. Make sure everybody
Well,
knows
they
it's
should
Crawford.
just, all he does is touch that AP sign and flip it up.
Yeah. Should say Crawford, the scoreboard. I think we need a sign next to it that says Crawford in the future. I'm talking about. No, I'm not asking you to do it now.
One way, two way. So this
What a comeback that was
Yeah.
for ZZ.
double 6-6-5, 6-5, 6-5. Well,
That's
I
because
mean,
the
you
dice
could,
are rigged.
you could
The
tell
dice
with
have
that
to be rigged.
2 candlesticks on the 4 and the 6, there was some funky potential.
Wow.
Okay, so now it's truly a gammon go position for
Yeah, this is
Bill.
classic gammon go, gammon save. What a game. What a match. I bet you Z had less than 5% at one point in that game,
Absolutely.
in the race. And 5% means you're going to win 5 out of 100 times, and he did.
Wow.
And he's certainly in a strong position this game. Oh, that's a very, very good roll for Bill. Bill is back in this game.
You know, the danger here a bit for Bill, and I don't think he would suffer that, but I mean, that was a demoralizing, development sequence. You just got to put it behind you, though.
Yeah.
You still got to play.
Well, he certainly doesn't look like he's demoralized now. Look at this position. He's got a beautiful 5 prime.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, Mishi.
He-
God, Bill's move was right again. Jeez.
Which move are we talking about?
The one hit with the 1 back a game or 2 ago.
Oh, I was right about that? And they're surprised? Me too. I'm surprised too. Yeah, I think you got to come to the edge of the prime. You're really gambling here. Although gammons matter. He's gambling and gammons matter. He did not hit.
Got to hit.
Oh, I don't know you got to hit here.
He needs a G. Watch this.
Wow.
He's going for the gusto.
I'm not sure.
Right here.
Wow. You called it, Bill. You called it.
Whoa, so much for the gusto.
Yeah, I'm not sure that hit was right. I know it's gammon go, but breaking your 5 prime to hit there, maybe because of timing you have to, because it's prime versus prime. Maybe it was right. I won't bet
Wow.
against Phipps. That was a very, very big 5-3.
Even though we're stream 2 here, Tara, we've got 300.
Well, they got you and me to listen to.
Yeah. And a great match. Uh-oh.
A great
Dan-
match, an incredible match.
Okay. Bill needs a second anchor in the worst way.
At this
Okay.
point of your bill, you're saying, how do I get out of this game without getting...
If you're
So it doesn't matter if he gets gammon, so he's going to play really big if he can make that second anchor. He might even do some suicide splitting and banana splits to time it and try and make a second anchor. This is not a fun move. There's an argument for lifting here. There's an argument to make the 9 point and lift. He's thinking about the lift. I would lift, especially when you don't want to get gammon.
Well, as much as you don't want him to make the second anchor, you don't want to get a second checker sent back either.
Yeah, I'm lifting. I like that play. That's my play. At that score. If the score was reversed, I play it bigger. What a game. What a match. Oh, that's actually bad for his timing.
Now, does he shift?
Yeah, absolutely. I make the 1 point. Absolutely.
I think you do.
Gives you more time
Put
to come out.
Two in the air.
And I don't want him to make a second anchor. I'm switching. That's a possibility too, just hitting loose, but I mean, just making it, but
He's got tons of time. He's
Yeah.
been playing very
They
fast,
both
so
play
he's going
fast.
to
see, I'm,
he's going to thoroughly evaluate this.
oh, that,
Ah, look at here. I'm surprised by that one a bit.
well, he's looking at it. I wouldn't do it, but he's looking at it. Wow, that was the third on my list. Oh, hitting. He doesn't really have timing for this game, though, but Phipps could get trapped in there and be forced to break. Nope, he got the 5 out. 5 comes out for sure. Phipps needs lots of 6s. Well, this is not good for Phipps. Very bad for his timing. I guess I make the 4 point. I mean the 3 point. No, this is really a very, very poor position for Phipps. And a few minutes ago, I was writing him off. I was writing off the match to Phipps, and Zizka rolled a few doubles to win a miraculous race. Phipps must have made a deal with the devil or something. He's been so his luck factor in backgammon and poker in the last few weeks has been amazing. I saw him win that World Series of Poker with a pair of 3s on the last hand.
Yeah, it's
Pair of 2s. Yeah, pair of 2s on the last hand. I mean,
Come on.
he's had a little luck going for him. But combine that with skill, and it's a deadly combination. I don't know what the question is here. I would just move the back checker and keep it going.
What's he played so
He
far?
played the 5, and I just don't see a question on the. Oh, is he thinking about the hit on the 2? Yeah, to me this plays automatic. Oh, he didn't play it off. He hadn't played any of it. Okay.
Okay. That's right.
I see that now. Phipps needs 6s in the worst way.
And what a brutal turn of events for Phipps, and great turn of events
Yeah,
for Z.
He had the match won. Literally over. I was counting it over. Well, I certainly would not slot the 8 point, so
No, I'm going to the 4.
me too.
personally.
Have one blot
Or
just in
5,
case.
I mean.
Yeah. When the 6 comes out, though, you don't get a shot at it.
Aces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, he's trying to preserve his board as long as he can. That's a very nice roll.
Bill
Nope,
could
no
use a
blot.
6.
Or 2. All right, well, Zizka just won a game where he had less than 5%. Let's see if Phipps can pull off a miracle, too. I think this would be more of a miracle.
I think this would be more of a miracle. I agree. How heartbreaking this.
He played
Has to be for
courageously,
Bill.
played really, really well.
Oh,
Oh, ho, ho, there is
looky
the
here.
roll.
Looky here.
The roll. I was afraid to say it out loud. And he missed. And the crowd goes mild. Notice how he didn't make the 6 point. Why should you make a point that you only want to clear?
Yeah, you want to clear. Correct. Good point.
And he only needs 1 point. He's not trying to win a gammon. This is a Crawford game. It doesn't say it, by the way, if anybody's wondering about why the cube wasn't turned.
They didn't turn the
They
tab.
didn't turn it to Crawford. I really think we need a separate, just a little card that says Crawford. Makes it real easy, because it's a messy thing to find that Crawford thing in the
That's
scoreboard.
why we have the long tab on it. That's our new Matchmaster scoreboard.
Well,
So it's just easy to grab it.
but this is the second match in a row where the players didn't do it.
Yeah.
And it can be confusing to the
Viewers.
spectators. I also take the cube off the table completely when it's Crawford, so that there's no chance of anybody grabbing it. All right, big roll here. A lot of shots.
Whoa, look at here.
You just
Very nice.
Bring them
Just shift.
forward quietly. You take 4 off.
No.
You
I
might.
don't. I don't.
You might take 2 off. I think I take 2 off.
I'm shifting.
You're a shifty guy. I do that and take 2 off. It's not a whole lot more shots, and you're getting checkers off. When in doubt, take them out. And then if you leave
Yeah,
a
but he's
shot,
got
and
to
get hit,
win anyway.
no, but you're gonna not necessarily. You bring it forward, you're gonna leave a shot with all your 2s, 5-2, 4-2, 6-2. So this way, it's not that many more shots, and you're getting 2 checkers off.
2 more shots to if you leave a
When in
shot.
doubt, I take them out. I learned that from Matt Cohn-Geyer. And our Schuetz in Chicago, he said the biggest mistake we were making is not taking checkers off and a bear off. There's no reason not to do this. Keep your timing.
Uh-oh.
See, that's because he didn't make the right play.
I'm telling you, you wouldn't listen.
But see, it didn't matter. See, I was right after all.
Okay, what happens here? Ooh, nice. I just saw Rosie O'Donnell come
Is
in
there
the
any
back
reason?
door of the building.
Is there any reason not to take off 2? He's thinking about it. It's interesting. There might be a reason to. Leaving another shot later. Why he's doing it? I don't know why. I really don't understand the difference, but I'm sure there is one.
Probably doesn't make. I don't know. I was
Well, I
gonna
know
say
it
doesn't
can't be
make any
big, but
difference.
just from a educational point of view, it's just kind of interesting to see why that would matter.
There's the
Here it
ace.
is. Here's why he didn't leave a double shot now. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason. He didn't leave that second blot.
The row
Great
ace.
match.
Okay.
Very great match. And ZZ's luck remains.
Over on stream 1, it's still Mario Cool and Johan Mozed. And both streams will be back at 10 p.m., which is 3 hours from now, with